Back with some more Chris. Let's see what shenanigans he get in this time. We're gonna go ahead and skip this intro though, because I don't have the answers to it.
Of Chris Chan.
Here we go. What you got today, Chris? I'm not gonna let you work my nerve today, so I'm gonna just listen.
Right.
On May 26th, 2011, Christian was directed to a troll-created forum site called Tomboys and Tomgirls of Virginia. He signed up under the username Cookie Dashy, using the character Apple Dash from the cartoon series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic as his avatar, and made an introductory post. Even though he did not explicitly reveal his true identity, his unique writing style was unmistakable. Hello, fellow Tomgirls, close parentheses. Y'all may address me by my screen name in the board talk. I like music, makeup, dressing up in my mini, having fun, and hanging with my girlfriends. Karaoke, video games.
I'm over here looking at the other one up top, talking about that's why I like my tomboy works in the garage. He works up a good sweat, gets home, shower, and then works up a good sweat again. Tee-hee. All right, now let me listen to what Chris was saying. My bad, y'all. I'm being too nosy right now, reading other people's shit.
I like music, makeup, dressing up in my mini, having fun, and hanging with my girlfriends. Karaoke, video games, crafting, and art. I am also empathetic, so I can understand other people's feelings as well as my own. I am a dynamic, complex individual. I do not have many dude pals because I have my own mental hang-ups against the majority of them. Nothing personal. I have a history of being bullied by some mean brutes, as well as homosexuals over the internet. Cyberbullies/trolls/anons are a hot button with me. I prefer not to discuss that issue further. And I'm an all-around good, friendly, honest, heterosexual tomgirl. Thank you all for offering me respect, as I respect each of you and your opinions on the board. Later that day, he made a post about coming out as a tomgirl to his parents, revealing that his mother told him that she didn't raise up a daughter and that his father called him a pig. Chris then revealed that he started using the ladies' bathroom, saying that it felt good and right. But after 4 visits to the women's facilities, a woman complained about him to a so-called brute male, who accosted him, embarrassing him. He was nevertheless determined to continue to use the women's bathroom as long as he wore a skirt. Also on that same day, forum user Danielle the Riveter began organizing a Tomboys and Tomgirls meetup for July. Chris suggested that they could meet up in Applebee's in Charlottesville, which was his frequent hangout where he sang karaoke on Mondays. Even though the forum looked promising, he was still wary of users' authenticities, as revealed in an email to Jackie.
Still talking to Jackie.
He also said to her that he began to think of himself as a lesbian. Chris then stated on the forum that his mother had tried to bribe him into wearing male underwear again, but he relented. He continued to make sporadic comments and posts on the forum throughout the month. Chris made a post on the Tomboys and Tomgirls forum, lamenting over his current lack of friends. He commented that a friend of his told him that it would be difficult for him to find women who would want to engage with him sexually if he had no male friends. But due to his mental hang-ups against the male population, he found himself incapable of building friendships with men. Hence, he asked the forum members for advice. After numerous contributors told him about the benefits of using Facebook to keep in touch with their friends, Chris told them about the dangerous possibility of talking with trolls or cyberbullies who are pretending they were someone else, gaining their trust and seeking private information. He offered a couple of accounts of such occurrences as examples. Take for example the author of the comic book series featuring that yellow electric hedgehog, Sonichu, if I remember correctly. Before a time, the author had a clean history. Then cyberbullies and trolls attacked him greatly. Now Googling his name will result in over 1 million results of hate and name soiling, especially from the blackmail and deceptions he had to endure. I, myself, had a page on Facebook. Things were good for me a while. Then I was attacked in 2005 by the trolls. They pretended to be my closest friends. They got a number of incriminating photos and details from me. They also hacked into my Facebook. It took me over a week before I was able to reset my password and email address. And upon reflection, I closed my Facebook account and left the online socializing for years. It is real, and they are vicious, crazy, wickedly smart people.
I give him that. The fact that they found out that's him.
To organize a meetup on the 4th of July. Jackie planned to go to Washington, D.C. then, and wanted Chris to come as well. He was hesitant regarding the long travel distance, and that his parents would most likely protest against the trip out of fear of him getting tricked again. After agreeing upon a financial arrangement, Jackie asked if her parents could call him so that they could get a better idea about what kind of person he was, though no such call ended up formulating. 2 days before the planned excursion, Chris finally revealed his plans to his mother. She disapproved of his motives, believing he was making the trip for the sole purpose of sex, and also made the case that the family cars were very troublesome and may break down along the way. Heartbroken by the news, Jackie suggested a compromise. She wanted him to dress up his inflatable sex doll as herself, with a picture of her face covering the sex doll's face.
And do what?
He requested that he take out the doll on date sites, such as McDonald's. And
Jackie, fuck you, Jackie. Jackie, are you shitting me? Hold on, let me really read what's going on. I want you to get one of your blow-up dolls and dress it up too. But as me, print out my pictures or draw a picture of my face and put it together there. Put me in gorgeous clothes so I look every part the proud girlfriend of the hottest tomboy in all Virginia. Show me around town. Take me to McDonald's or Starbucks or the movies. Let's have a ball and strut our stuff. Then I want you to send our romantic evening. Please film the entire thing and please do not upload it to YouTube. I want you to send it privately to me via a link, blah, 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 blah. Jackie.
finished the day with Chris and the sex doll enjoying the firework display in Charlottesville. Jackie wanted him to film the entire ordeal and share it privately with her via a file sharing.
Please say you did not do this.
And told her that he wouldn't film any possibly incriminating videos, be they public or private. He added that they could still meet up some other time in Charlottesville. Jackie was crestfallen by his refusal, and that he would submit to his mother so easily. She highlighted that he didn't even consider getting a bus to her location. This resulted in many days of email arguing between Jackie and Chris. Jackie was bedridden in a state of uncontrollable sobbing, while Chris reflected on what it means to be in a relationship. After they reconciled and established that they both wanted to meet and advance their relationship forward,
You didn't do it.
Jackie sent him a list of requirements for videos which he would film the following day. These were largely the same in concept as her previous proposed 4th of July date videos with a sex doll. He made 4 videos, which he shared privately with her. In the first video, Chris dances with his sex doll in his room.
And now, Jackie Pie,
Oh, man.
even though right now you're sitting down.
Damn you, Jackie.
Next, he took his blow-up doll for a drive.
He did not.
You up, Jackie, and give me
He didn't.
a phone. We are now heading out to the restaurant. We're gonna have some fun over there and
No, you're not.
eating our food. Yep. Yum yum.
Yum, yum.
Very good. Yum yum. Do what you do, 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 doodly diddly doo doo.
Is the doll in the car with you? Is the doll wearing a seatbelt?
Do what do what do what do what.
The next scene was supposed to depict the McDonald's parking lot, though it was actually filmed in his yard.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Well, you already, it's on the internet now. I mean,
Peppers and Happy Meal.
Jackie's not gonna be happy with this, Chris, and you know it.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was very enjoyable. It was very good. So, Jackie Pie, what you want to do now? I say we make out.
No.
And then see where it goes from there. Alright. God, it's hot out here.
Yo, this is so bad, man. This is rough. This one's rough. This one's rough. The influence people had over this guy. Oh my goodness gracious.
Did Chris and his sex doll in lieu of Jackie having sex in the Chandler's bathroom.
Oh, like hell it does. Whoopee.
Upon reviewing the videos, Jackie requested that he refilm the last clip of him having sex with the blow-up doll. In addition, she specified that she wanted Chris to act like a porn star with her and repeatedly ask, "Who's your brony?" as he humped her.
I better not see this.
Christian did as he was told.
Hello. Pretend that. Who's your brownie? Who's your pony? Who's your pony? Who's your brony? Come on, you take it from your... Come on, Jackie, you take it from your apple, Chris. Who's your brony? Who's your brony? You take it, apple. Take it, Jackie, take it from your apple, Chris.
Come on, all right, we're moving on with this. We ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. Delicious. What was delicious? You know what?
Good enough. Thank you very much. I love you, Jackie Pie.
Jackie, you're a dickhead.
Homegirl dance in Walmart, complete with hip gyrations, twirling, and throwing glitter in the air.
But you
Chris was
refused?
hesitant to do the deed in public,
Yes.
citing the previous times he had been arrested. On July 14th, he filmed the requested video in a Walmart changing room.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry, Jackie, but I'm not gonna be able to do it in the aisles today. What part of that thought? What the hell?
No, ma'am, I live in Gainesville. It's about a 40-minute drive.
Anyway, enjoy the 2 minutes in the dressing room here.
Yes, ma'am. That's actually located in Louisiana.
He then pulls up his skirt to reveal a cutie mark drawn on his butt cheek.
Hey, okay. All right. Go, okay.
So there's a Lowe's and a Walmart.
Okay. Let's move on.
Oh!
You don't have to do half of the shit you're doing. Oh my God. That's not love. The crazy things I do for love. The crazy things I do for love.
Got the glitter. Check your progress. Check my progress.
After he sent her the video, Christian apologized for having filmed in the changing room as the Walmart was too crowded, and for forgetting the glitter. They also exchanged ideas for a future video called Cake Farts, inspired by a shock website and video, during which he would fart onto and then sit on a cake.
The fact that I know what that is, that I know about the cakes and the farts, that was a thing. All right.
Get more air inside him so he could expel more farts during filming. He also wanted Jackie to come to his house and meet his parents before they have sex. On July 16th, he had a supposed phone conversation with Jackie's drunk father. There is no known recording of their phone call. She then specified what he should do and say during.
You're so good at booty dropping. Next time we'll do a video at home, okay? Teehee, for Tuesday video, I would really like for you to do cake fart videos. I want you to get a hot little dong on and wear it.
During the farts video, including writing the phrase "awesome sauce" on his butt cheeks. On July 18th, Chris bought a $9 chocolate and fudge cake from Walmart. He cut off a slice and ate it, and also the chocolate candies placed on top of it. After he took a shower, he filmed his cake farts.
Are we seeing this too?
You know what I like the most? Cake hearts.
Oh my gosh. Bruh.
Let's do this. The hell am I doing here?
I don't know, Chris. What are you doing?
What the hell am I doing?
I don't know. Did you just shit on the... Did you sit
I
on it?
paid $9 for this cake. That's a lot of yen.
Don't eat that damn thing.
Bye. Bye, Japan.
On July 20th, Chris's secret alias and public posts on the Tomboys and Tomgirls of Virginia forum were shared on the Quickie. He used this opportunity to reveal his true identity on the forum and discuss his troubles concerning the website and the trolls. My Tomgirl and Tomboy acquaintances, I feel it is time I introduce myself better. I'm more than just a Tomgirl. I am the high-functioning autistic person who was heavily emotionally damaged, artistic inspiration lost with paranoia, deception, blackmail, and plain hurtful words from those bottom-feeding trolls. I am the hand-drawing original creator of Sonichu, Rosechu, and the city of Quickville, Virginia.
Okay, now it's Christina.
Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia. I had joined this forum with the opportunity to associate with my own misunderstood kind of people, commonly mistaken for amongst the gays and lesbians. I concealed my identity on here reasonably, prayerfully not to be found by those trolls. For years, I have fallen victim to their treachery. I've tried within my own limited knowledge and technology to counterattack those fiends. I've mostly failed, and as a result, my reputation on the internet fell deep into their treacherous exaggerations, lies, and crap. If I had any knowledge or technology, I would have hacked into and destroyed every one of their web pages and whatnot long ago, but I did and still do not. All I could do in the end was hide in the old-fashioned, as it would appear to be now, world of real life, off of the internet. Yet I'm one who does not like to be left behind in the modern world. Also, because of them, it has been impossible for me to get a job. Damned negative background checks. And I would appreciate reducing the results of my full name from over 2 freaking million results back down to less than 100.
Ain't happening, man.
Found me on here. Y'all have been dragged into my darkness. For that, I feel deep shame and regret. And I'm really sorry about that. I'm not the disgruntled, mean, or perverted person they have mislabeled of me. I'm only a normal, heterosexual, good-natured, high-functioning autistic tomgirl, and I want to be treated like a normal person. And I wish I do not have to be paranoid of those fiends and their hurtful web pages. Some members of the forum claimed to possess family members or acquaintances who are allegedly qualified to help him, and offered their services to track down and reveal the true identities of all of his trolls.
Let's go, girl.
6 days later, Chris notified Jackie that he was still working on a new album from Robbie Sonny and the Tom Girls, a musical effort made in the same vein as his previous Christian and the Hedgehog Boys albums. The songs featured many tributes to Jackie and being a Tom girl, after revealing to Jackie that Sonichu and Rosechu's child, Robbie, was in fact a Tom girl himself. The album would eventually be leaked by trolls.
Yeah, of course.
He also made mention of his ongoing scheme to take down the trolls, citing an article he found on the Hook website, which stated that the owner of the game place, Robert Lightfire, was a convicted sex offender, and hoped that he would be able to find similarly incriminating information on the manager of the store, Michael Snyder. After compiling falsified information provided to him by the trolls from the Tomboys and Tomgirls forum, Christian began a campaign of intimidation, which would become known as the Calling Out Saga, during which he would give out hints at trolls' presumably true identities in an attempt to get them to come out of hiding. On August 6th, he made his first calling out video, directed at Surfshack Tito.
Attention, citizens of the internet. I am making a return. Y'all should know me by now, if in case you don't. I am Christian Weston Chandler, the original creator of Sonichu and Rosechu and the Electric Hedgehog Pokemon. And with that, I will now continue with why I am making my return. I am ready to initiate negotiations and payback.
Jesus Christ.
Cyberbullies that have been defiling me within the past
You can't fight the internet.
in the past 4 years. Firstly, I would like to make it well known that I have information of such trolls and cyberbullies, of which, at that point, if I released them, they could be easily trolled back by anyone. And the first among the chopping block I would like to ensue, Surfshack Tito, or should I say, Don in Michigan. And I'm not saying that he's a total fat person, but he would make the really big Buddha look like a supermodel in comparison.
You're not saying, but you're saying.
In fact, with his looks, he could be a Rasta Buddha. And I show you only a fragment of the photograph.
I didn't see shit.
Now, Don, let's talk business.
Wait. You was getting blackmailed, but now you turn around blackmailing people? Are you blackmailing now?
Reveal the entire photograph or any of the remainder of your information of which I have upon my possession. You will follow my demands. I want you to come forward with your participation in PlayStation Network hackings directly to Sony Computer Entertainment America and Sony Computer Entertainment Japan with a live video, unaltered. You will apologize to Sony and myself for hacking into the PlayStation Network at all, because I know you are responsible for that.
And if you don't,
also,
you're gonna
I
just
would like you to,
dox him.
within that same video or in a separate video, apologize directly to my ex-girlfriend and her family, because I would like to have peace between my past friends, because I don't like there to be bad things and ill tidings between people. And I know it was partially my fault too on that, by the way, within that relationship breakup. But anyway, moving on with my demands, I would also like you to send me via U.S. mail $1,000 cash, American, unmarked.
Bruh, what are you doing?
My home address in a long, small white envelope with your home address clearly, legibly handwritten on the envelope in the return area.
This man got some nerve. This is gonna bite him in the ass, isn't it?
And lastly, from this point, after you have done these things, I would like you, Dawn of Michigan, to leave me, my life, my family, my friends alone, to be, for the rest of our lives, in peace. Expect another video in the near future of another troll that I am well aware of. Thank you.
Oh boy.
I call to your attention Master Thorg, Thorg, or as he known in real life, Jeremy, within Canada. He is a pizza-faced atheist.
Okay.
You can find him possibly in a video game store. I leave the specifics disclosed at this time. And here is a sample of his photograph.
Okay.
Because I know and I'm well aware that you have photoshopped me into that damned gay bar and uploaded it, you had it uploaded upon the billboards in New York City.
Yeah.
Within some time ago. I would like you to make a public apology that it is a correction, that I, Christian Weston Chandler, am straight, and I have never ever been in a damned gay bar ever. And I want that uploaded among the New York City billboards, and I want them left up there for 1 whole week, as I am on the payback! I win.
His final video of the day was a short clarification of deadlines concerning the two trolls he had just addressed.
I almost forgot. Between Don and Jeremy, also known as Surf Shack Tito and Thorg, my demands, I would like them met before August 31st, 2011, the end of this month. And if my demands are not met before them, and then you two will each be trolled by your own trolls. And the police will catch up with you.
3 days later, he came out with his next calling out video, this time directed at Alec Benson Leary.
The one called Alec Benson Leary is not who he appears to be, and he certainly is not an original creator of Asperchew. In fact, he is not even Aspergian. He does not have Asperger's. And he's another fat.
Oh my goodness. The elementary school name calling here.
Hobby place, of which he makes donations. Of which I have another expose about the gay place. First, here is his close-up.
Is that the same person?
Oh yeah, his real name is Christopher. So, Chris, let's talk business now. What I would like
Okay, get the camera together.
is essentially a live video apology for all the wrongs you have done to me over the internet, including
I only have one question though.
Mine
What's
too.
going to happen after all
with
this?
your cheap, poor excuse of a 9-year-old. As per you immature jerk. Also, on
Immature.
that note, I wish to make a correction to my demands with Don and Jeremy. Essentially, I have learned from my esteemed colleague, associate, that apparently it is extortion to request mucho dinero, and plus the billboard is no longer in effect. Anyway, going back to Christopher. By the way, I know you're in Texas. You're in Texas, you fatty fat. He has been donating to the troll cause as such over at the place.
Fatty fat.
I know from Cold Hard Fats, the 4 stores, their owner, a one Mr. Robert Lightburn, is...
Later that day, he uploaded an unusual video in which he goes out into his yard and replicates a scene from the 1990 film Silence of the Lambs, and mimes digging his dog Patty out from the ground. The exact origins behind the creation of this video are uncertain.
Okay.
There we are, all nice and snugly warm and cozy. Thank you, Patty. Now we are together forever. Would you fuck me, 789 Chan? I'd fuck me.
Reasons?
Meet Christian's demands before he revealed more information about the trolls. A falsified response video from Surfshack Tito was soon created, using the bare belly taken from a video by YouTuber Mr. Pregnant as the visual element over a voiceover allegedly provided by Tito himself.
I'll get you the money. I'll get you the $1,000 and the interest. Just don't release that video with the picture of me. Just don't do any more, man. I'll do anything. I'll be a slave for a whole week if I have to. I got people.
I remember Mr. Pregnant.
On August 10th, Chris recorded a video responding to Surfshack Tito's response.
You made a wise decision, Don. As long as I get the money before the end of the month, I will withhold the photographs and the other information. I can promise you that. But miss the deadline, and you certainly don't have to be my slave for a week. I mean, aside from the slave laws and everything.
Okay, that's why? Say that again? I mean, aside from the slave laws and everything, that's why he can't be your slave for the week? Because of the slave laws? That's...
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Apparently, I have learned from my esteemed colleague that Lord Master Jeremy is still not convinced that I mean business.
So what are you gonna do, Chris?
Well, just to show you, Jeremy, that I mean business, I'm gonna reveal a little bit more about you. Here is a close-up, another close-up of that photograph zoomed in on your pizza face.
Okay, it's the face. Okay.
And we know that the atheist does not like having his mind changed about God. I mean, I gotta tell you, man, God is all-powerful. How do you think the earth was created aside from the Big Bang? Who had to put the Big Bang together? God. And I know from my Bible, my hand on it, that between him and Jesus, they're pretty powerful. They're pretty powerful individuals. And I believe in them. They have, I mean, Jesus has done a lot with his miracles before he had to weigh the cross, which I just empathize with him on that. I mean, it's like I could feel the thorns that were trudged plowed through his hands and his feet. Thorn crowns. Empathy is a powerful thing.
And I doubt you have it, sir. Oh my God. Yo, let me finish this up. Let's continue to listen.
But I certainly would not want to be an atheist, because if I don't have God or Jesus on by my side, I would be more lost than I was considerably beforehand. Atheists are the devil's spawning, as it would seem. And I certainly would not want to be one amongst them when they are run out of town with the pitchforks and the haste and the fire. I would either be I would more likely be the peacemaker, or I certainly wouldn't mind being one with a pitchfork, following the crowd and pushing the atheist out of town.
Okay.
Your move. Because if you don't respond by the 31st,
What, he gonna blow up?
I mean business. Check your privileges.
This was soon followed by a video clarifying the supposed ex-girlfriend status of the wallflower, brought about by a reference to her in an earlier video.
In the recent video where I mentioned that was my ex-girlfriend,
No, she wasn't.
I did not mean that the way it sounded. I meant the term loosely, as in that she was a girl and that she was a friend of mine.
Okay.
But then because of what happened soon after,
I got you.
friendship, she dumped me as a friend and doesn't want anything to do with me ever again. And also, just an additional note to Don over there. If he wants to keep me updated more quickly instead of recording new videos, he may still contact me at my AOL address, of which him as well as the majority of the other trolls are aware of. Yes. Dang it! I'm losing my seriousness here. Lost it there. But I am very serious on getting justice. What I've been waiting for the past 4 years.
Just go lay down and take a nap.
Anyway, with that, I also would like to mention that I rarely do not check my voicemails. Pretty much I check them when they exceed like 10 or so, because I'm still paranoid of people abusing me over the phone lines. Yeah. So I just leave y'all with that for this. Have a good day.
On August 12th, Chris made a video exposing what he believed to have been Thorg's true identity. The person showcased was in fact Finnish internet user Kimmo KM, whose likeness was used in a popular
Jesus Christ.
Trolling persona photograph. And of course, here's the full photograph, of which I have shown previously in full persona. Troll alias Thorg. Real name Jeremy Sloan-White. Resides in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Occupation, employee over at a GameStop over there. Age 32. He is a single virgin. He was responsible for leaking the tomboys and tomgirls of Virginia to the public through the Quickie, photoshopping me into a gay bar which Clyde Cash uploaded to a billboard in New York City, New York. He has participated in the trolling train. He contributed bad things into my mailbag on the Wikipedia and general YouTube Quickie trolling and support roles. What an ugly son of a bitch. Really ugly. And then here's a more recent one where he plays atheist against me. Everybody, please feel free to troll Mr. Jeremy Slow-White, age 32, in Vancouver, BC, Canada, at the GameStop of which he works at. Atheist, be gone! And then right after that, everybody can stay tuned for the next trolling That's true. I will be reviewing a little bit of info of, which, now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go fix my teeth with a bottle of Jack.
What?
On that same day, he recorded a video of himself reciting a poem he had written for Jackie.
Okay. Anyway, The Red-Maned Deer, from me, written yesterday on the 11th, came to me while I was waking up.
Okay,
The
let's hear your
red-maned
poem.
deer is quite an elusive, majestic creature of any forest of this planet Earth, and even of the universe. Her dazzling coat not only keeps her warm, but beautiful with sexy flair. She has eyes of green, like a slice of lime. Her snout is so cute, like a bunny or a kitten, and her smile and voice truly cute and sweet like a lute. I trekked after her for months, keeping observation and camouflage. She has an interesting family, including her birth mother and a father a step away. They treat her sadly like a Cinderella, keeping her from seeing her prince. One day, as I followed, too much to my surprise, she turns her head and looks directly at me. I hid for a short moment until she spoke, in my language very clear. Come out, my dear watcher. I have been very aware of you all these months. I've watched you as you rested and dined of the forest roots. Please come closer, stroke my coat and mane. Allow me to admire your face close to mine.
Okay.
I approached with erect elation, her coat smooth as silk, her mane brushing my fingers like a spring breeze. I looked into her eyes as she to mine. Entranced with her temptation and beauty, I was truly surprised when she kissed me deep.
The deer?
Damn.
Damn. The damn deer kissed you.
And then I kissed her back, and we
Damn.
made truest
It's the damn. Damn.
her back, and we made truest sweet love.
What the deer?
This
Deer?
was in fact not an act of bestiality, for you see,
She wasn't
the
a deer?
red-maned deer I have been communicating with and tracking is really my womanly sweetheart named Jacqueline Rami. I love you.
But it is if it's a deer.
With Chris's recent reemergence back into the internet spotlight, trolls and onlookers felt like they were experiencing a return of old norms. Yet another sweetheart saga, alongside another ploy to defeat the trolls. But little did anyone know, his colorful online presence would be suddenly cut short by a tragic event that would drastically change Chris's life.
Wait, what? What? Wait, is this the father passing away? When I hear tragic, life-changing moments, that's the only thing I can think of. Jackie really got a hold on this, man. I'm tired of Jackie. I'm ready to move on from Jackie. It doesn't matter because this gets worse, apparently. This doesn't end well. I already know the end story to this, so it don't really matter on that. What happens at the end of it, it's just now me witnessing the process of it happening. He's blackmailing trolls and not even getting them right. He's doing things with dolls and making poems about deers. I don't even know anymore. I'm just here watching. But there we go. Chris Chan part 35. I figure part 36, something traumatic is going to happen, in which I was thinking maybe father passing away, because I've noticed that there is no father when this thing happens to Chris' mother. But there we go, Blaze Squad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you blaze at the like button. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and comment.
Right.
And I'll see you guys in the next one.